Nope. Nope.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Ta-da.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Streamlabs. Nope, it's hi everyone. How's it going?
Hello.
Jess, what were you saying about 3 minutes ago?
I know, but I knocked on wood, so it shouldn't have happened. I guess you know what. This probably isn't real wood. This desk, damn it, fake desk. You jinxed us.
Fake wood foiled again.
Foiled again. You can't knock on wood when nothing is real wood anymore. But hi everyone, we're here for episode 5 of Neath, Saturnine Moon, this awesome Genesis campaign which Nicholas is running for us, and we were just reminiscing about last time we played this and all the good times we had. So let's go around and say hi to everyone.
All the good times some people had.
And hear about who
Not the
they
children.
are and who they're playing today, starting with Adelaide.
Yes, so I'm Adelaide. I play Jonquil, the Librad.
Yeah, it works.
The Librad. I mean, it works. The librarian dryad, who last episode told a child that he was going to die and he could never be a dryad like she is because he's human. So, you learn the facts of life, kid.
You just gotta teach him. You just gotta dash those hopes and dreams
Right?
really early
You
on.
gotta teach them while they're early, you know? It's not my fault.
It's very fair. It's very fair. Perfect. Thank you.
Spin one hand, wish the other, kid.
Let's go around and say hi to Mara. Oh, hi, Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara, and I'm playing Odd Shield the Younger, Ferric Oriad Healer. And the second to last line of my notes is I don't trust the stairs. So
We don't know what that means.
I don't remember what it means, but I just don't.
To be fair, can't you?
If you do, tell us.
Yeah, if anyone watching knows why this is the thing, please tell us. I assume you can talk to stones. Are they just rude? Are they just like stepping off on you, like on those stairs?
I don't think we've started going up the stairs yet.
Well, really, she's stepping off on them. They're stepping off on the stairs.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what it means. I think we should not go on the stairs, though, just based on that. I'm gonna stick with
no
my...
stairs.
No stairs.
We take the elevator only.
Only ladders and ropes.
Go for it, Mole.
Oh, yep, I'm playing Christopher Benson, the arcane architect, who knows less than anybody else. That's pretty much it. He's constantly trying to figure out what's going on and failing at every single opportunity. Although he has figured out that it's possible. Well, it was him and the others who managed to figure out that we might be able to resurrect a party member. Maybe.
But who knows which party member? Because it could be anyone.
We can
The
all
way our
just die.
dice rolls went last session, it could be
God, it
anyone.
was bad.
It could
It
be
was
anyone.
bad.
Oh, hi. I'm Jess. This is my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And today I'm playing Sláine no more, who is the only already dead member
So far.
for now.
The real on
Wait and see.
Yeah, they are a Stitch, which is kind of like an undead humanoid type.
Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Thank you. Perfect. Is a not as nice Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Kind of much more of a mess of a person, both when they were alive and now that they're dead too. So it's going super well. Yep.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Let's check. Is everything fine? Nicholas, is everything fine?
Sure, why not?
I think he's just saying it.
So yeah, I'm Niklas. I'm GMing this. And last session, they did some research. They did some ghost eating. The ghost possessed Sláine and made them eat. Because that
Lots
was
of
part of the deal.
snacks.
And we also had I think this might tie into I don't trust the stairs thing, because I think there was some talks with one of the gargoyles,
Mhm.
and they
That's-
offered to fly to the tower. It's a little bit tricky because it was, half an eternity since we played last time. So
Yeah, they were gonna try and fly us to
Yeah.
the tower. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, that's coming back to me. Yeah, because there are people inside the tower frequently,
yeah,
so that's where we
Uh,
think we may get information. Okay,
yeah.
it's coming back to me.
yeah, and the people by the castle have yet to deface the walls.
Yep, can I do that?
And
Oh
You-
yeah, we
you
were
made-
graffitiing. That's
you
right,
made-
we were graffitiing.
Made a deal. You made a deal? I didn't. Listen, I went to the market, but someone had to graffiti them walls because we owed
Yep.
it to that ghost.
Yep.
But
I
May
explicitly said
wait.
I wouldn't though.
Yes. I may wait until after we go into the tower. So if if my gargoyle friend doesn't like that quite so much, it'll still take us into the thing. Feel like we may want to wait on that one. But yes.
Okay, on
And-
the subject of not knowing what went on in the last session, I've just looked through the dice rolls from last session, and I did a divine roll with 3 successes and 4 threats. What the hell happened?
Well, that's a good question.
It's Genesis. We never really know. We just kind
Yeah.
of make it up as we go along.
Yeah, I mean, if people remember the last session or can watch the VOD, you can write to us at Nyvinter at Twitter or any of the cast members and tell us what we did. I mean, crowd surfing for information is the best thing.
We
Why
don't
you
even
play on
remember our
Switch?
own game. Please watch and help us remember. Tell me what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah. But I'm thinking the divine might have been part of the orb.
Oh yeah, that sounds right.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, and the other two, Sláine and Jonquil, were at the market, the south market.
we're looking for Elder Quarry.
Oh, yep.
And we spoke to your oldest mama, whose
Mhm.
name is Alder, I believe.
Alder, yes, that's her name.
And yeah, you both remarked on how humans are weird and they don't live very long and they're such
Nope.
sensitive.
They're so
Just flesh bags walking
Yeah.
around,
Yeah. And Sláine is not super happy with this market because it's too lively and there's no good places to hide. You said
yeah.
you said you would help me try and be sneaky through this market because living humans don't like dead people so much for some reason.
Yeah. Well, you never.
You know, so I'm definitely all covered up just.
Yeah, and let's see. Was something I was looking up earlier. Yeah.
You don't need to look things up.
Yeah,
It's
just
okay.
We're just gonna ad lib it.
yeah. We got this. We got
Yes.
this.
I was looking up things in your character.
You're sneaking through our
Huh?
sheets?
No, I was looking through things you sent me before.
Oh no, that's worse. That means you're gonna we have to remember stuff. That we
Well,
wrote.
since you said that it's okay if I just make things up, I
no.
will make things up.
Okay.
Try having to memorize 6 different mother names and who they are and in what order.
Well, let's face it, the one already mentioned is easy to remember because the older is elder.
Yeah,
That's
I know
true.
it's
Yeah,
a
that's
really
true.
good. It's a very
Yeah.
awesome name.
Yeah, and it's still not the worst because that's Victor, who
It's true.
gave his Coriolis character 13 siblings or something like that.
Jesus, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, but you know, having to play all of them when he visited them, that was
Mm.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I gotta take the time and play through each of these characters now.
I'm sorry, but the family's come down with a case of laryngitis. Most of them can't talk right now.
Yeah. I paid back with to have one kidnapped. So I mean,
Valid.
but yeah, let's start, and we will start at where we ended, which is the market.
As a child is running off crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jonquil? Thunder?
Yeah, so we're searching for Elder Corey. Did we know if he lived near here or
I
Worked
think
here?
they said that he was usually hanging out by the market
Hmm.
okay.
or the owl bear.
Okay. And we don't know what he looks like, but we do know he's old. So
Yeah.
because he was a little boy then as Alder members, but he's not now.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be I look back at Sláine and just kind of are you in the shadows somewhere? Or are you trying to like follow me through the alleyways, like trying to find your mom in like the grocery store, just aisle by aisle?
If such a thing, yeah, if it's possible for me to track you and follow while still staying as hidden as possible, that is 200% what I am doing.
Okay. You know what that sounds like to me?
A stealth roll?
It does sound like a stealth roll.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything.
I have set the difficulty.
Okay, I'm clicking it. Good.
Oh.
That's
so
that's not
bad.
good.
oh
Not
no.
good.
That's a
We're off to
failure.
a great
and-
start.
That's
A great
failure
start.
and 3 threats.
Yep.
Yes.
job,
And
Sláine.
Why? What did you, Nicholas? What was the difficulty on this?
because you were trying to be stealthy among people, not being seen, and at the same time keeping track of and staying close to Jonquil.
Gosh dang it! But also, we just sent off a child crying, and that's a great distraction.
Yes.
That's true.
I feel like.
And
Maybe the crying child brought more attention to us.
Dang it! That's the
Oops.
reverse of what I
My
wanted to
bad.
happen.
My bad.
yeah, you are sneaking through and maneuvering, trying to avoid people, and then you bump into someone. Both of you fall down.
Oh crap! Sorry. Hang on. What?
Yeah, I mean, watch yourself, and it's a familiar voice.
Nicholas, who is it? I'm so mad at you right now because I think I know who it is.
No, you don't, because I didn't look up the name. But it's Sabine.
Okay.
Who was one of your? You grew up with them.
Yes. But luckily, they're one of the only people that knows I'm dead.
No, that's Annie.
Oh shoot! No! Crap! Oh no! Oh crap!
Surprise!
I'm like, if I hear this voice, I'm gonna make sure their head is still down. And what did they drop?
They had a basket, and there are some fruit, vegetables, and also some a scarf.
Ooh.
And it's
I'm gonna pretend to be nice and pick up a fruit to put it in the basket, but then grab the scarf and be like, whoops, and throw it over their head and run away.
As she's doing that, as Sláine is doing that, I fake stumble and accidentally kick the basket off, like in the opposite direction.
Yes, please.
I don't think you can do that because Sláine was keeping the distance.
Oh! I thought we both bumped into. Okay.
No. But you hear a commotion, and considering how the past week has been, you can probably, it's probably
Not good.
Yeah, no. Let me see what. Open your character sheet. It's a quite easy one though.
Okay.
Make a coordination.
Coordination.
Or skullduggery.
Oh, they're the
Word,
same.
isn't it?
They're the same. I will try skullduggery though because the flavor of it for a dead person just seems better.
I approve.
And you are quite roguey.
You would think.
But
I'm not very skilled.
Yeah.
Is it good to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
hey,
Oh.
much better.
Distraction. Right.
Yeah, and
It's not bad at all.
My scarf, and she's quickly just grabbing whatever she can and just starts to run after it, and then
I'm like trying to put on a different voice. And I'm like, sorry about that, and I'm like, like run away. I don't want her to know it's me. It's really hard having to explain to people you knew that you're dead.
No, it's not hard to explain that you're dead. It's hard to explain that you're dead and still walking around.
Yes.
This is tricky though, because people don't know that I died in the first place. So it's double tricksy. It's not like they buried me and then I came back. That's not what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm just like trying to run around the building and get to Jonquil on the other side of it.
I rolled the wrong thing for Sabine, so I will re-roll, and that will probably be for your benefit to pick up.
Yay.
Almost. And as you run away, you hear Sláine?
Damn it! Crap. Oh man.
But you run away, and she can't be.
Ooh. Ooh.
If this wasn't super serious, I would shout back, "No, it's not!"
I've never heard of that name before in my life.
That's not my name.
Couldn't possibly be me.
Yeah. And you find yourself, you are a bit out of the shadows among the people.
I am fully just like attempting to cover my face with my hood and like kind of have my head down, but I'm like looking for Jonquil because I gotta just be out in the open now. But I'm just like, I'm probably going to pretend like I'm like worried, like, oh no, but really what I'm doing is I'm covering my stitch face, like my my bandaged, falling apart face.
I'm just strolling along, carrying my basket. Got my lizard. Everything's good. Sunshiny. It's very nice.
Yeah, and as you do this, you notice that there is someone that seems a bit older than the others. With a few other, they are sitting at the side a little bit, sort of a makeshift coffee table.
Okay, he's the oldest person that I can see here. And I'm gonna like sidle up, not directly, but if there's like another table next to it, or a wall or a bench, I'm just gonna kind of meander over, plop down, and eavesdrop and see if they say his name at some point.
Yeah, make a cool roll.
Oh, cool. Oh, actually, that's not bad. Okay.
And the people, yeah. It's in a post roll, so the difficulty is people's perception.
Okay. Good to roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
That is
what do these dice mean?
You will have a
I still
threat.
never have any idea.
Just a threat.
I always have
Well,
to
I
scroll
do
over.
have 2 successes, it says. Ability
Yeah.
success times 2.
It
But then there's
cancels
also
out.
a challenge failure plus threat.
Yeah. So it cancels down all the way to just no failures, but also no just the threat, I think.
Yeah.
Threat.
There is no success, so that's
Yeah.
Oh,
So
So far.
you hear them talking about the state of
And wars in
Hollow
Russia.
Crook proper, and a little bit about the growth of the forest. Then they drift on to talk about the trade from the river. Now that has gone down a little bit. Yeah. and a lot of it is also, well, 40 years ago, I mean, this was a proper place that wasn't so busy and we could, relax a little bit.
sounds very relaxing to me, but it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, the person who's complaining that it was more relaxing back then, and
These millennials.
Yeah, he's complaining about the people who are running around at the market. It was we took it much easier in our time. I mean, and I mean, he's also just sitting there, and I mean, he's hardly even holding a cup of tea or anything. He's just sitting there and smoking on a pipe.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on him because I don't want to approach him with anyone around. So I'll sit and wait, kind of keep an eye on him to make sure he doesn't leave, and look around for Sláine.
Yeah. And one of the other people who's sitting there looks around and then, are we boring you, miss?
No, I'm just bored.
Oh, good. That makes 2 of us. Hi, I'm Corey, and he has, a little bit more. He doesn't have a beard, and he has a little bit of a bald spot at the top. White, little bushy hair around. But he's not the oldest person around the table. But
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, I guess.
yeah, we don't have many dryads around here.
Well, you clearly don't go to the library.
Yeah, down at the market. I mean.
Well, yeah, my moms are pretty busy, so books and things, the important things of life, not coffee business.
Yeah, it's don't mind them. They are just, I call it the brain rot.
Is that contagious?
Oh, I hope not. Gods, I hope not. I mean, I would be lining up for it then, and I hope no, it's not contagious. I would have had it then.
Okay. Well, nice meeting you, old man that's unexpectedly talked to me for no reason.
Well, usually people don't sit so close to us because, old people. We bore people quite easily.
I work with 6 very old women, so it doesn't really bother me.
Sláine, what were you saying?
Just like this is a fairly open, like they're sitting outside at a cafe. Am I able to like see them to come over?
Yeah.
I want to do the thing where like I come in kind of like side sit, and I want to do the thing where I sit with my back to them so that they can't see me, and I face Jonquil. You know what I mean? At least partially.
Yeah.
So that I can get in on this situation without like. And I'm gonna like, this is outdoors, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like light a cigarette and like start smoking it, and crap.
Well, can't get cancer when you ain't got any lungs.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter at all. In fact, if you look too closely, there's definitely like some smoke coming out slightly from my cheek, which is a problem when you're falling apart.
So, what brings you to the market, I may ask? I realize I am a bit nosy, but I mean, can't be helped.
Just library business. Do you have any books?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a bit forward. It just, I prefer just getting to the point, if people have books or not, instead of just, spying and espionage. That's not really me,
Yeah, of course I have books.
Oh, well, you should probably return them then. If you'd like to give me your card, I can come by your place of residence to pick them up.
No. I have books of my own. Not all books belongs to the library.
I'm gonna try and see like Jonquil like not being super keen on this, and I'm going to attempt to now slide into the conversation and just be like, Jonquil, this is clearly a man of knowledge and literacy. It seems like you would get along. Like this seems like a fairly
what do you think I'm not getting along? We're like fast friends.
No, I can tell, definitely. All this
He just
talk
misguided is all,
Oh,
But you can't help that sometimes.
I'm gonna be like, I'm so sorry, sir. Like lean back towards him a little bit. And be like,
no, it's fine.
It's okay, we all say silly things,
I have had dealings with the Dryads before. I know how they are.
Oh yeah, my mother said she knew you when you were like, yay high.
Did she not? So, how did I come up in that discussion?
As someone who's been around for a while and seen the is this a city?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure whether it was like a town or a city.
It's both.
Okay.
It's basically a small town that has,
Okay. I'm gonna be like, as someone who's been around for a while.
It's a city with small town vibes.
Yeah. And someone who's been around for a while and seen the city grow, you know what I mean? I have to say that, the Dryads really seem to think that we're not very long lasting, and just we don't get to grow quite. No, we definitely don't get to grow as wise. That's true. But as far as Dryad lifespans go, apparently you're one of the longer lasting, more knowledgeable ones.
Well, we can't all be Dryads.
It's one of the sad things of life.
Well, I mean, taking all of those things into consideration, yeah, that's probably true.
So, how long have you been here? Would you say you've been here since before this Duchess came around?
Yes, I am.
Oh, she came in like 2 weeks ago, didn't she? So
I'm older than 3 years. I mean,
But I mean, like, I've heard that she was here and then she left and then she came back.
she came back. I heard that too. Yes.
Is that true?
possibly. I don't know.
This is why we came to talk to him. I'm pretty sure that's what my notes say.
Yeah, that's why we.
Yeah. But I think she probably wasn't the Duchess then, if that's the case. I need to.
Did she marry and become the Duchess, or did she?
Or were you asking about the last time that this ritual happened? No, that
Is
was
that what
like
it was?
over 100 years ago. That was over
Well,
100 years ago.
Yeah, the last.
Never
No,
mind.
yeah, he would be that old.
Yeah, never mind. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm trying. The only note I have is Elder Corey before Duchess, and that the power was previously more rural.
Ah.
Those are the only notes I have from like
and
what
I'm
we wanted
thinking-
from this dude. So I was trying to go along with that.
Yeah, and I'm thinking it was probably not the Duchess, but probably Chamberlain.
Oh wait.
Oh, the Chamberlain twins,
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out because
Gwendolyn and Owena.
we figured
That sounds right.
that this weird ritual thing, maybe if I'm remembering right, had something to do because the Duchess moved in and they're like taking back the power of whoever had kind of like had it before this happened. So we're trying to figure out like who would have been most displaced by the Duchess coming back. That sound
The
yeah.
last thing in my notes is literally Elder Corey. That's it. So,
I know.
Yeah.
nailed it.
Oh, Mole, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Oh, Gwendolyn and something. I see it.
Yeah. I have those two names down from earlier in the
I was
episode.
saying, these are all my notes from last session.
Oh, nailed it. That's good. Even better than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Gwendolyn and Owena, twins, Chamberlains, and then we all ran away. It's
Yeah,
literally what my notes say.
Yeah.
We are all terrible people. And I can't check on the VODs because that means I have to listen to my own voice. And that's
Just that's the worst. That's the worst thing.
I apologize.
I feel sorry for Jess, given that she has to.
I have to. I know it's a pain in the butt, but
No, I've done it myself in the past for podcasts and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Such
Yeah,
a
it's-
bad experience.
yeah.
yeah.
Can we assume that we know what we're doing?
yes.
I personally think we're being very charming right now and persuasive. Just saying.
Do you have the competence skill?
Oh, that's a good question.
Competent? That's a skill?
Is that a skill?
It was a joke.
Oh.
'Cause I don't have it.
Well, failed that one. I have the gullible trait. Does that count?
Oh,
I have a big X through my competent skill.
Are you going through my stuff? Oh, yes. I have clever retort. Yeah, I don't. But that's like for insulting people. I'm not insulting him right now. Yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this bigger.
Yeah, and you should have also saw that you have unremarkable, which we didn't use.
Which should make me harder to find in a crowd.
Yeah, but you also failed pretty well.
Yeah, I did. I failed pretty well. Thank you.
I believe unremarkable makes it harder for people to look for you rather than making it easier for you to stealth.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, I'm thinking you were looking into because it feels a little. It feels familiar that the Chamberlains were here and then went away and came back with the Duchess.
Yeah. Yeah, so then I mean, assuming we
Yeah.
did all that stuff and we talked about, the Duchess, then we would have like tacked on the and the Chamberlains were with her at that time.
Yeah.
These same two Chamberlains? They seem rather young. That's weird.
Do you think she's a vampire too? Because we got bets on it.
The Duchess? No, I don't think.
I mean, we were just discussing this fact that unless you're a dryad and you look humanoid, what the heck is your excuse for lasting that long?
It's true.
Well, the Duchess I have seen her around, and I've, when she came here, I talked to her a bit because I was on the council. Well, I was the council.
You were the whole council?
Well, I mean, and he points at one of his friends. Well, Robert here was also on the council, but I mean, and he just looks at him, and you can hear the one he's talking with. Robert is now talking about how he single-handedly fixed his roof last week. And you also notice that he has a cane. And, well, you see, towards the end, it was just me who did the deciding. It was easier. And then the Duchess came and,
So was that right up until recently? Or
This was 3 years ago. But yeah, the Duchess, she wanted to, talk about how I had run things, what happened, a little bit of history about the place, making it easier to run things smoothly. And I have to say that no, she's not a vampire. I have.
You would know. You would know.
did you just say you've tussled with vampires?
Yeah.
Dang, Corey.
Like tussled or tussled?
Well, I am not supposed to.
Tussle and tell?
Yeah.
Wow.
If my fist wasn't all stitched up, I would like fist bump this guy.
I'm just speechless.
Yeah. Well, you start doing one and then you end up doing the other. I mean,
Yeah, don't we all know it? That's just how it goes.
And yeah, he no, Chamberlains though, they are vampires.
Ah,
I look over at John Quill. I look over at Sláine. I look into a mirror.
instead of my face, I'm just holding up. That's what I'm hiding behind now. It's just easier.
Did you know this? Yes, I did know this.
The giveaway is that they wear cloaks in the daylight.
Well,
Fashion choice.
Contrary to
that's not-
some people's belief,
I like-
vampires.
Tug on my cloak.
Yeah.
I have a yellow cloak that I'm wearing
Yeah.
literally right now. I don't have the hood up though.
Yeah. Contrary to what people believe about vampires, they are not, bursting into flames in sunlight. They just.
Do they glitter?
They just. Not unless you throw glitter on them.
I read that in a book once. That's fine. You never know. I've only met
That
one,
was
so
not a book.
He they feel uncomfortable in sunlight, and I think they can't use all of their powers. Can use some, but
do you know of like any nice you've been here a while. Do you know of any like nice evening date places? You know? Like where you could go out but it's like at nighttime, but it's nice.
well,
Never mind, don't worry about it. I'll find something. It's fine.
You have just around the corner. You have the steaming house and bath. They're open in the evenings. I
Moving fast.
Okay, so
yeah. And what else? Evening places. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I've got ideas. I just it's fine. Vampires, so they.
Yeah, vampires. Yes.
So that these twins, these siblings are.
It was quite obvious when they.
But they do look pretty mean, don't they?
Yeah. I remember them when they grew up, though. I think.
Oh, they're from here.
Yes, they're from here originally. The family. Sad business.
Oh! What family? What family were they from? I think I actually have this in my notes. Maybe. If it's who I think it is.
Sorry.
I don't think I've named their family.
I like that I'm trying to act all like tough as like Sláine, but then like Jess has nothing but floral print everything.
Yep.
I'm good at this.
I don't think I have their name either, but
Yeah.
that's not the right notes. That's Cthulhu. I was like, New Orleans.
Yeah, I don't have. I don't think I
They
have
are
it.
from the Coleman family.
Coleman's.
Yeah. They
Purveyors of mustard.
they they lost their parents quite early. They grew up a little bit on the streets around here. They like to keep into the big city. More excitement, I think. And then I don't know. Sometimes after I lost track of them, they look quite young still. So I assume they found
got
their
caught.
way into vampirism quite early. At least before they were 30, I think. Yeah. We they were a little bit older than me, but I used to run a little bit. Their gang and before the vampire.
So okay. So you tussled with them too, huh?
No.
You just said you were in opposite gangs?
No, I was with them.
Oh.
We it was me and a few of the other kids, 4 people without parents. It was better than
I've got plenty to
having
spare.
to work. I mean, it's hard to convince people who are 6, 7 to actually do work.
Right. Well, child labor is a serious issue, so
Yeah.
Definitely better that you were in a gang. I agree. So Corey, they were older than you, but no offense, now they're looking a little more bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I don't know if they have tails.
No, I meant,
don't think so.
sorry. They just, the vampirism. They look young.
Yeah.
And, so they went away and came back like this?
No, they were turned here, I think.
Are there a lot of vampires in town?
how many are there? Could there be?
That we know of?
Well, if I would guess, we are probably back up to about 50 or so.
It's a lot of vampires.
Yeah, occasionally some of them are, overcome by an impulse to be uncivilized, and then people come and hunt them down, and they tend to take away some other less problematic folks. It's regrettable.
But so the Chamberlains have never caused problems to your knowledge? Or they've just been better at getting away with it?
I think they left about 40 years ago or so. And now they're back, and I have, they don't seem to recognize me, thankfully, but I think one of them did, but they seem to have and he looks around a little bit, and they seem to have some sort of a sibling rivalry or something. I'm not entirely sure. It's they
You seen them fight a lot?
not fight, but more. It's more of the quiet disapproval.
Dark and broody.
Yeah,
vampire-esque.
Yeah, I don't think they would fight in public. I mean, they always were a little bit more private. Even as kids, they when one of them discovered that the other had done something, they tended to stick by in public, and then in private, they sometimes the other one got convinced that they should reverse whatever they had done, and sometimes they didn't. And they probably don't get along as much as they want to make it seem.
Weird.
Very weird.
Well, someone should find out who's making all these vampires.
Oh, that's not that hard to figure out.
What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes vampires can learn how to make more of their own. But if you are interested in more, hierarchies and stuff, I mean, we have Talbot and Magdalene.
Talbot and Magda. Now, who's them? Some of your old people friends?
No, they are old. I mean, they were old when I was a kid.
Oh, okay, so old but not friends.
Yeah,
These are in the upper echelon of the vampire hierarchy.
they are the oldest ones in town. I think.
Do they live in the castle?
No. They live in. They prefer to keep. I don't know if I could tell you this.
Oh, you can tell us.
Okay, I think this is an important meta question.
Hmm.
How different are the vampires in your game to the traditional lore of vampires? Because I'm getting the impression there's a few differences.
Yeah,
that might be important.
Yeah, vampires can walk out in the sunlight. They are a little bit depowered in the sunlight, and they get itchy and stuff. So they don't. It's a little bit more like an allergic reaction. And a single bite doesn't just make you into a vampire. It is sort of a more of a blood drainage and a ritual.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Has a little more prep, a little more well thought out, a little more.
Yeah, exactly. you need to.
Yeah.
It's really hard to make a vampire by accident.
Oh no, I accidentally stumbled into this whole ritual long-term endeavor. Whoops.
Yeah.
The thing is, I could see us doing that.
And if they want to turn into bats and mist and stuff, they need to use magic. They can't just. It's not innate.
But what about on the social level? Because it's obvious that they're not automatically, the big bad evil thing. But
Yeah, no.
Are they treated with reservation by most people, or
since they live on blood, people tend to shy away. But there are known facts that vampires can be part of society.
Right, it's not their fault, they can be
Yeah.
quite nice.
As soon as you're bitten, you do not turn into a sociopathic monster automatically. You need to have that before.
Okay, so kind of like lepers in leper societies.
A little bit, yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, question: was that Corey saying he couldn't tell us something, or was that you, Nicholas, the GM, saying you couldn't tell us something?
Since you were talking about these people, he wasn't on. Corey was uncertain if he could, just.
Yeah, that's why I lean back into him, and I'm just like, you can tell us.
Yeah,
obviously.
So, a charm.
Yeah. Roll? Let me know when.
Yeah, you can. Let me look. Do you have any talents?
I don't think so. I think my only talent is in terms of social skills. Is the clever retort. So I don't think, because I'm durable, I have Wraithbane, and I'm unremarkable, and then I have clever retort. So the only social one I have is clever retort.
Don't even ask me. So nope.
Yeah, make the roll.
I'm supposed to be a bit of a talker, but it's not a guarantee in this game. This game.
Oh.
Okay.
Weird, but okay. It's, no failures.
Yeah.
Success.
Well, they live in the Grey Forges.
Grey Forges.
Yeah.
Do we know where that is?
Yeah, it's the area down here. It's the heavy industrial area.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
There are factories.
Oh, wait,
there
number
are,
8.
Yeah, it's written on the map.
I see it.
It's mostly unused now because when it was abandoned because partially people were fleeing
Mhm.
the bigger town, and also because it did quite a lot of environmental damage around it. That is why, for example, Red Shade is called Red Shade, because all the iron in the air from the factories that are still, on, but no one works there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have the rust swamps, which are also
Which also don't sound great.
yeah, no, it's also a side effect from the factories. They are. If you go down to Old Market in the center of town,
Much more my speed.
head right in the main street down into the Grey Forges, and then you turn left at the first one. There should be a butcher shop.
Butcher shop. Okay.
And I don't think I have to tell you to be careful down there. There are
Vampires.
well, there are also, Oriad gangs.
Oh, that's fine. We got one of those.
we've got
You got a gang?
no, we
Yes, well, they could probably beat up an entire gang.
Okay.
we have
Well,
we,
yeah.
we have a
Or knit them sweaters, you know.
rockish friend.
One or the other.
And there are also, let me see. I hope this is the right document. Yeah, there are. Let's just say there are people down there. There are undead people. There are Oriads. There are. Even
Environmental hazards.
environmental, yes, especially those. But you should probably try to protect your breathing.
I was literally gonna say breathing hole.
Right, letter to OSHA, done. Okay.
Yeah, there are also, some the hell was those called?
Gargoyles?
A few.
Humans.
Sharks.
There are a few gargoyles, not as many as you would expect. They don't
Jets.
like.
Yeah, did you say that? I'm sorry. Amazing.
Shit that comes out my mouth.
Oh no.
Well, also there are, the factory fawns.
The what?
The factory fawns.
The factory forms. I'm not interested.
I think you'll need to make a deception check there, Jess.
Not your character, you.
No, I know, it's me as a human person. It's not my character.
Yeah.
Difficulty 10.
Ah.
Yeah. be careful when you go there. I mean, you seem like nice people. It's probably one of the rougher areas in town.
Mm-hmm. You've been really helpful, and we very much appreciate it. And
here's my card. You tell me when you want to return those books. You can just write me at this address or go there, and I can take them off your hands. It's fine.
How about if we make it like this then? When I'm dead, you can have all my books.
Deal.
that's a pretty great deal.
It's very cool, and the approach to books.
It should only be about like 5 more years anyway, like at the rate, you know. So just give or take a few. It's fine. I can wait that long.
I mean, the point is, it's no time at all to you.
Oh, it's nice. It's no time at all. It's fine.
Yeah.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
Which is why
I stay true to character.
Which is why I was trying to correct and put a bit of a buffer on it and be like, that's just because it's, to her, you know, a human life is just not long. It's nothing like...
Personal. She's very factual and to the point.
It's definitely not a threat, is my point.
And pull out a switchblade. Yeah.
It's definitely just a commentary from, a dryad lifespan to human lifespan. That's all.
Well, shall we be off then?
Yes, unless I'm just gonna double check something. Like, I lean into John Quill and I'm like, I'm just gonna double check something, and I lean back towards him because this whole time I'm still kind of just like facing away and I'm just like leaning in when I want to talk to him, and I'm just like, you haven't heard anything about any electrocuted people lately, have you?
No.
Okay. We're just making sure the town is safe. You know, there's a lot of all that environmental hazard, just a lot of unsafety in here. Just trying to make sure everyone's good. That's all.
You never know.
Yep.
And we have a screen wipe to the other part of town.
God.
We're so smooth.
What a disaster. What a disaster.
By the castle. Maud and Christopher.
So, I guess, Top Spire and I were having our conversation up.
Yeah.
Kind of up on the roof. So, I climb back down, go find Christopher.
Hello.
So, good news. My friend is going to be able to get us into the castle. It's going to involve some flying. You get to see the roofs from a different angle. You're an architect, right? This should be fascinating.
Isn't that going to be quite visible?
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Because I found an entrance to a sewer way into the castle.
Which way?
Yeah, and you also remember that Top Spire offered to wait until nightfall? Because it's not flying over the castle during
broad daylight. Yeah. It would be dark. You know. It's starlight, moonlight.
I have to admit, I'm not too sure how I feel about the idea of flying.
Oh. Well, you should. It's great. I mean, sometimes you fall and then it's not so great, and then you just come to me and I'll patch you up.
Falling isn't the problem.
Sometimes it's just no going back, but
falling isn't the problem. Landing's the problem.
Yeah, it depends on how you define the landing versus falling. There are two. Landing, I have heard
landing comes at the end of the falling.
Landing is just falling with control. So,
A wise man once said, "Speed never killed anyone. It's the sudden stop."
You just don't stop. Oh, yeah. What's your way in though?
Well, that's the sewers.
Oh.
Okay, I would probably know this given my background, Nicholas. The sewers in the city, are they going to be just the pipes with the water, or are they going to have like the walkways along the edge?
Part of them will probably have walkways. When you come to the older parts, it will probably be less of walkways.
Okay, basically, I just want to know how much of it where we will literally have to slog through
Sewers.
the actual sewage rather than.
When you're beneath the city, like the old quarters, it will probably be probable to you have walkways, so you don't have to go into the sewers there. But underneath the castle, they probably have not built proper sewages.
So yeah, it'd be a bit stinky. I wouldn't wear your best clothes, but less likely to be seen and less likely to be turned into a splotch on the pavement.
Yeah. I mean, I won't turn into a splash.
I will do whatever the group says, but
well, I
options.
mean, right now we are the group.
We are, but I'm assuming. Oh yeah. Well, isn't this for getting into the castle with all of us, so we can get the stuff we need?
Oh, okay. I got distracted. That's what we're doing? Okay.
Well, if we're waiting until night,
we could go back. Yeah. I mean, we're sort of in. Yeah.
there's safety in numbers.
That is true. Sneaking, though, it's better if you have a smaller number of people.
Not with how much attention those two bring to themselves.
I mean, I'm pretty good at sneaking, except for that one time when you found. Well, okay, we're gonna derail from that line of conversation right there. Yeah. Wait.
I mean, they're great and everything, but these past couple of days, things have gone wrong.
Yeah, I did have to rescue most of you. You want to just try getting in by yourselves then?
We could, but that would be at night. I mean, it's also, what do we actually want from the castle right now?
To go in and derail a strange esoteric ritual that is going to possibly make some dead people undead, or undead people not undead, alive, other people very dead, has already happened. So yeah. All right, I see where we're walking. This makes sense.
Numbers could be helpful.
That's true.
I mean, let's face it, that Chamberlain wasn't exactly. We left rather quickly, but she seemed formidable. And then she's going to have her twin sister, who's probably just as formidable. Then you've got the rest of the castle guard. Who knows about the Duchess? Because our character, we didn't get any of that information about the Duchess.
Mm-hmm.
So, plus, if it's not the Chamberlains or the Duchess do the ritual, then there's whoever's going to be performing the ritual. They're going to have some arcane strength.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's go back and meet up and see what the rest of them found and make a plan from there. It's good. I like it. All right. Oh, I do have to do something before we leave. I need to deface some buildings. All right. Let's see here. Oh, look around.
What we could do?
What?
We could do the whole, fulfill the promise of defacing the side of the building, and at the same time, make it so we're not going to get ourselves in more trouble with the castle.
What do you mean?
Graffiti, which disappears by itself.
This sounds like fancy magic stuff. I was just gonna use some chalk.
Go on in. I'll be down at the bottom of the hill.
Okay.
I don't think if I can bring myself to watch a building be vandalized.
Oh goodness. Oh, Christopher. All of the stone around here has been vandalized. It's all
The stone, maybe, but now it's a
Yes.
building.
Yes. But
It's now
all
a
of this-
building.
Christopher, I need to share a personal philosophy of mine. I hope you will forgive my expounding slightly upon this point. All of when you cut a stone into a block, it is a strange shape. It is got sharp edges and stuff. Not all stones like that. Some of us have like round corners and stuff, and it's very nice. And you just sort of, have like a slope or something that sticks up slightly, and a bird can perch on top of it, and it's really nice. But then take a rock and you cut it into this rectangle, and it's not natural.
Well, buildings can use both.
Yes, but architects and you people like to have them square. It's just, I don't know. I mean, we're all gonna eventually get back to our rounded natural states when you all die and leave. Eventually. I'll end up as a pebble down at the bottom somewhere of a stream, probably. But we'll all eventually get back. And what I'm saying is, it's not a permanent the graffiti is not a permanent modification. This is just like a jacket that you put on for a temporary bit. It's like a jacket or a scarf. I'll ask the stone kind of like what colors it likes, and I'm not going to be rude about it. And I'll just write a
I
message.
thought you were meant to be rude with the graffiti.
Huh? What's this?
I thought you were supposed to put something rude in the graffiti.
Yes, rude to someone else, but the stone, I'm not going to make the stone show something that it doesn't want to. I'm going to make it look nice. I'm going to explain what we're doing and why.
Okay.
And if it agrees, then I'll write on that part of the wall. If it doesn't, then I'll go find another part of the castle, or maybe there's an outbuilding on the side that has delusions of grandeur, and it wants to be kind of cool again and eye-catching. I mean, listen, if you were a mountain once and you had the opportunity to have the words, what am I supposed to draw on?
I'm pretty sure it was literally
just
fuck you, you fucks.
Fuck you, you fucks. On your side again. To get that, just a burst of the attention that you once used to command. Would you not want something like that? Then I just sort of like looks off the distance, slight smile on their face. I mean,
Well, personally, I tend to avoid attention, but if you say so.
that's fair. I mean, all right.
I didn't understand a huge amount of this conversation, but I feel that you have the conviction that this is the right thing to do. So
I
go
want
ahead.
you to come help me. Will you join me in this?
How about this? I will help by not stopping you.
Let's go. I'm gonna grab Christopher's arm and just lead him inexorably, even if you start struggling. Onward toward the castle wall.
I'm gonna be doing that whole walking sideways,
Nicholas, you're
like
muted.
pointing off. Am I?
No,
Oh,
Nicholas
Nicholas.
is. Yep.
Nicholas.
Do you want to have a sort of a
Oh no! What I'm going to do? I'm going to do that whole thing of being led off, but sort of walking sideways, pointing at the back, but going,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but I'll be dragged along.
All right. And yeah, I'm gonna go find a section of the castle wall. Probably trying to go for one that's nice and visible.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm gonna go to like a place that looks a little bit neglected, and stuff like that,
Okay.
because then it'll last longer. And also, I feel like the stones there may want some attention. The front gates, they're good. Front gate stones are kind of obnoxious anyway. So
Nicholas, in my scouting of the castle, is there a spot which is quite visible from the town?
Yeah.
But isn't particularly going to be seen by the people in the castle
Yeah.
if we went there.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the map, you have the walls on the side.
I.e., maximum viewage from the town, but minimum
Yes.
chances of being caught.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say
Doing it.
this one is probably one that is most visible because it leans out into Ghost Park and
Okay.
Apple
This-
Lane beyond that.
This is how I help. I show you the good place to do it.
Mhm. And somewhere along the way, I'm gonna get various pots of. I'm gonna go with paint. I think
Yeah.
of multicolored paints. Like your red, your blue.
Yeah, it's quite easy to just,
Yellow.
steal a paintbrush and pot here and there.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you find that we've picked up several as we're going along, Christopher. Just improbably. All right, and I go to. Do you have to like climb up to get up there, or is it fairly?
Yeah,
easy to get?
but you. I'm thinking as you walk along, first you pick up one pot and then another one, and you have two, and then since you also need to pull Christopher along a little bit, it turns into what? No, we're getting this wheelbarrow as well and put things in there. So I mean, you have something you can stand up on.
All right, perfect.
Get a little bit further up.
Perfect. I love it. Okay, so I wheel the wheelbarrow up to the side there. I'm just gonna knock on the side of the wall, and if there is some sort of like language that Oriads have that is.
I'm thinking it's more sort of an emotional.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you can basically read the emotional of the rocks.
Got it. Okay. So I just knock and just sort of try and project, hey, hi.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, to speed this up a little bit, you convey what you want to do, and this wall is very indifferent to it. I mean, it's just.
All right. It's cool with it.
Yeah.
We're good. Okay, so you hold this one, and I'm gonna hand you red. The pot of red, Christopher. And here's a paintbrush. Here. So I'm gonna start on this side, and I think we'll do. I'm gonna do yellow letters, and then you're gonna do like a shadow outline underneath, and then kind of in the back we'll do like little stars in blue. I think that'll really convey the. Yeah. Okay. So I begin painting. Come on, Christopher.
At the end, when you have painted, how much have Christopher helped?
I will have helped by carrying and putting things into position, but I will not have put a single bit of paint on the wall.
Christopher.
And I would also have been. I would have also used the excuse of keeping an eye out for guards.
That would work on Odd. All right, fine. I'll peer pressure you. So yeah, that's I fuck you. You fucks. In
I
bright
will
yellow, quite large as I could make it, like being able to reach. And I'm pretty tall, pretty big. So
Yeah.
presumably it could go pretty far. Stand back, observe the handiwork. Right. We're good.
And we're gonna have a small break because I need it.
Yep, that makes sense. That's cool. So we will be back in a few. I think we have to be back in exactly 5 minutes, no more, no less, because that is the rule, and that's what we've been sticking to.
Yep.
So we will see you in that time. Go get a stretch, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye. Boop.
Alexa
Hi,
shouted
Natalie.
at you and you weren't here.
Damn it! No. We're live.
Yeah, but it's still 6 minutes, so it's
No, I'm sorry.
it's technically still 5 minutes.
I'm
because-
so sorry that I require nourishment in the form of food. I apologize.
Well, I suppose you could argue it's 5 minutes because it's probably 5 minutes and something because it was only like 30 seconds before you got back that Alexis shouted.
Yeah. And also, I mean, if it's 8 minutes, it's still 5 minutes in Twitch time. So
I think it was pretty quick.
And
Anyways, we're back.
just say,
Oh, why did everyone get flooped around? The heck? Sorry.
because someone moved around.
I dropped out.
Oh,
That
okay,
was
no
me.
worries. I'll get
Yeah,
you.
my at the very end there, my call froze up
Okay.
and then it crashed. And
Yeah.
I'm back. But that's my fault.
No worries. I'll fix us. I got 6.
oh, apparently I'm the game master now.
Yeah, you're in charge. Okay, so what's happening, Mole? What are we doing now?
We win.
Yeah,
We win D&D. We weren't playing D&D,
We
but
weren't
we
playing
still win
D&D,
it.
but we won D&D anyway. Perfect. Okay. Anyways, you can go ahead and I'll work over here.
Okay, so you probably set up a place to meet.
Well, we left from my place, so my guess is
Yeah.
we probably agreed to meet up back there.
Yeah.
I'm guessing John Quill's probably going to head back to the library.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think Sláine is the first to arrive because it takes a little while to actually paint the things on the wall.
Yeah, we're going like artistic and stuff. So
If I
yes.
get there and I realize I'm early, I'm gonna do a lap because I don't want to be. I'm not the kind of person. I refuse. I refuse to be early for an event.
Where was it that they went?
We went
They
to the
went-
market.
Yeah.
And y'all went to the
but
castle.
is that okay? Because this is where, because my place is, in
Yeah,
round about here.
yeah.
So we were here. I'm just saying because they
We
had
get
a
there
much
similar-ish
bigger journey.
times because we have a
Yeah.
far way to go. So that's why like I get there early and I just need to do like a lap or I do like a walk around the block. I spy on some of your neighbors. See what they're
Okay,
up
when
to.
I arrive, what I'd like is that even though I did none of the painting myself, I still have smudges of paint on my hands and face.
So if I do my lap and then I come back and I'm kind of like leaning off on a wall to the side and I see that Christopher is covered in paint and I'm like, hey man, you did it, thanks. Pointing at him.
You're welcome.
That's great, I really appreciate that. I'm glad you're a team player. You didn't let me down. Because only a real jerk would like make an agreement to do something for their friend and then not do it. So, this means a lot to me. I really, Christopher, I wasn't sure about you. You were kind of here for me, but now I know. That's great.
I can proudly say I did absolutely everything I said I would do.
Held the bucket.
What?
If you recall, I specifically said I would not do the graffiti.
I turn my back to you. I'm forget. Thank you, Odd.
How'd it go, Sláine?
I did find the best spot on the castle to do it, though.
It did.
And if you look at if we go up to one of the higher floors of the main building, we might even be able to see it from here.
True.
I would like to see your handiwork.
All right. Yeah. Walk up.
Because I'm guessing the castle is probably raised a bit.
Yeah.
Up on a hill.
Yeah.
I think we've confirmed that before.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, so yeah, if we're allowed in the house and we're allowed to go up and see.
Well, it's my house, so I shall lead them up to a high floor
and then as we're going, I'll tell them that sorry?
These are old Gothic style buildings, so there's probably access to the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell them that Jonquil had to go check in on something with her mom's, but she got a really good deal on some books. Basically, she convinced an old dude to give her all his books when he dies, which is a great, not long for her to wait. So
yeah,
that's good. And then
I will in character look concerned at that comment.
We did find Elder Corey. And he was pretty helpful, pretty knowledgeable guy. Apparently, not the Duchess, but the Chamberlains we have to worry about that are the vampires.
Oh.
Yeah, little tricksy business there. And so Elder Corey actually knew them when they were kids, and they were older than him. If you'd seen this dude, you would recognize the fact that means they have not aged that much. Whereas he's quite old. He's an old man.
Well, I'll say this: just because the Duchess isn't a vampire doesn't mean she's not something to worry about. Because if she's the one that's going to be casting the magic, this is powerful stuff.
Yes, very true. Very true.
Yeah.
He also said that there seems to be a bit of sibling rivalry between the pair. They like to put up a strong face in public, but in private, apparently they really don't see eye to eye. So that's useful. And if we want some information from some even older folk, Elder Corey mentioned 2 of the oldest vampires in the area. Apparently, they're very civil. So if we had any more vampire questions or age-old tales we want told, we can go visit Talbot and Magdalene at the Grey Forges. Just head left, the Grey Forges, go to the butcher shop, you're there.
Grey Forges.
I mean, our goal is to stop.
Around.
Yeah, I mean, if we've got stuff figured out, then great.
I mean, our goal is to stop the ritual.
Yes. We don't know enough about the ritual, though, right?
Well, I know.
You and book people.
Well, I've managed to figure out probably as much as I can without the other half of the pages that were stolen. We've got half the pages that were stolen. Do we have the top half? We have the top half, I believe.
Yes.
And they have the bottom half of the stolen pages. See, here's my thing: is that we don't know for certain that they've got the information they need to actually do the ritual, but we don't know that they don't either.
And they might try it anyway.
Yeah. We don't know who is still going to be doing the ritual. I mean, the Duchess might have nothing to do with it. It could just be people within her court.
True.
Plus, the ritual was originally done by a necromancer this necromancer wasn't a vampire, was he?
No, he lived a long
Nicholas.
time ago, though, right?
From what I recall with being said, it was just, from what the impression I got was just, human necromancer.
Yeah, but he lived a while ago.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that was
and he
one
got
of the
killed.
issues we had talking to humans in the area. None of them lived that long ago. So it's definitely one of the things.
Talking to these older vampires might be.
Yeah, if we want more info on what did in fact happen back then, that's useful.
Yeah.
As well, I don't know how forthcoming they are going to be, but if they are forthcoming with information, perhaps they know why a vampire might want to do a necromancer spell, or they would have reason for us to know exactly why a vampire would not want to do so, in which case we know.
Nicholas, from my readings of things, in the whole, figuring out it's possible to resurrect them, what would happen to a vampire? Would it unturn them?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's possible they want to return to a mortal life. I don't know how much they may wish to do this. But, see, the way I look at it is, my gut feeling says that the Chamberlains are working for someone else in the whole getting the pages, etc., etc. Whether the good money is probably on the Duchess, but it could be somebody else. And I reckon it's that person. And I reckon it's that person that's going to be casting it.
I see where you're going, and I at least partially agree. Chamberlains do tend to work for other folk. Although with the fighting, could it be that one of them wants to do it and one doesn't? Even in terms of if they are supporting someone else, perhaps one of them supports it and one of them doesn't. I don't know how confident we are in getting information from them, but perhaps people in their surround.
I definitely think we want to talk to these vampires, because if they were around at the time, they might even be able to fill in some of the gaps about the ritual and what they'll need.
Yeah. You take your papers with you.
So, what did y'all discover?
That'll mean stopping by the library, because we hid the papers within unread books within the library.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I've got copies of stuff, but not enough.
Copies is probably sufficient for now.
We went, looked at the castle, said hello to an old friend. That was nice.
Good. That's nice.
Yeah, he's doing well. I'm very happy. Found two ways into the castle. We've got aerial direction. Go, our girlfriend can fly us in.
Ooh.
Or at night, of course. Or we got some sewer tunnels. Options. So, but we figured that Christopher made a very excellent suggestion that we should probably wait and figure some more stuff out before we. That feels like an end.
Well, yeah, I'd actually be really curious. Did you all see any castle staff? Because it's a big place, but it seems like not that many people come in or out of it.
Didn't go in. I mean, there weren't no one. No. There weren't that many people around outside. Nicholas, did I see a bunch of people kind of around the outside, or was it pretty dead?
It was not that many, no.
Okay.
But on the other hand, the traffic in and out of the castle seems to be more it's not a constant thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is more or less tied to different hours of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm wondering how like insular the castle is, like how tight knit in itself, and
I mean, the problem with going into the castle, from your point of view, is that there are a lot of nobles there.
there's so many nobles all up in there. That's gross.
And many of them tend to assume that if you are not one of them, you are basically a servant.
Could be worse for what we're doing. You just go, yeah, sure, I'll get that thing for you, and then walk away.
There we go.
Never give it to them. That'll show them.
But first, going down into the Grey Fortress.
Yeah, I agree. That's probably best.
Absolutely.
And now, as we're up top and we're looking out, can I see the awesome artwork they've done?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh man,
Like full, like, yeah, bubble
I
graffiti.
told you it'd be the best spot to put it.
that is some great graffiti.
Thank you.
I really hope that ghost sees that and it makes him feel real good.
So too. It was fun. It was nice to get on, do some painting. Yeah.
I hope those fuckers know that fuck them.
Well, if I see it, I certainly wrote that. So
I think the only way that it could have been more obvious is instead of being "fuck you, you fucks," it should have been "you fuck you, you fucking fuckers." I think it's the only way you could have illustrated the point better.
So as long as we made that ghost happy, you know?
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Good.
So you want to go get your notes?
Well, yeah, I've got notes. If we want to actually take something more reliable than just notes, we're going to have to go to the library and get the pages. Because the whole point of hiding it away was to make it so the actual texts weren't gettable by the people wanting the ritual.
I personally think it's better if we just take your notes for now.
Okay. Well, I've got them on.
That's
already.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I agree.
I
mean, if necessary, if conversation leads that direction, we can always go off and get the notes in return.
It's literally one of the only things we even sort of have. So I don't want a chance losing it for any reason.
Right.
I'm totally with you with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my medical equipment just in case.
Oh, that sounds,
like a
there's
vote of confidence.
Yeah. Nope. Gonna go get that. Be back in however long I think it'll take me to drop.
Yeah.
Basically, get out of my shop, make sure I have all the things.
Yeah, and are you going to go straight away down to the Grey Fortress then afterwards?
Where's your shop?
My shop. I don't know if I had a specific shop for it. I think it was still in Old Town. I want to say.
If I recall, us two lived and worked fairly close.
Okay,
to
so
each
it's not
other.
too bad.
So it's pretty close to here.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So, yep. They're gonna grab their shovel as well, just because.
Why not?
Valid.
Bag, shovel. Okay.
Yeah.
Hand wrappings. All right.
And as you have gotten all your stuff together,
I will have had a quick wash and
Cutting the paint
changed.
off.
Changed my clothes.
yeah, but you have time for all of those. I mean, and then as you set off, sunset is approaching, and As it does, there are street lights that turn on automatically, and you can see that there is some sort of a gas flame inside of them. And you also see a tall, on your way there, you see a tall factory. Well, it started out as a factory. It has been repurposed, and it's being rebuilt.
Hmm.
And it now looks a little bit more like a makeshift church.
Hmm. That's new. That wasn't here when I ran through here. Hmm.
And you
Keep going.
see an Oread walking past, looking at you, and then walking up to the doorways at the church.
Do I recognize them?
No.
Okay. Younger, older? Does it seem like I should recognize them? Or not necessarily.
Not really, no. This is... You haven't really hung out in these parts. So you
Okay.
don't really know what the Oreads in this area are up to as such.
Yeah, my gang was more down in Red Shades.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But this doesn't seem like gang activity.
Okay. This is. Hey. Question.
Yeah?
I haven't seen this one before. This new factory.
Nah, it's 5 months and 7 days old.
Oh.
We've been excavating the factory inside, throw things out, trying to make it, a proper home.
Well, it looks big.
Yeah, it's gonna be bigger. We have made plans to have 2 more towers.
Wow.
It's quite
Who's gonna
impressive.
live there?
Problem with towers is making them gargoyle proof.
Making them what proof?
Gargoyle proof. So that they when they land, it doesn't collapse.
Yeah.
We've had that problem before.
You might want to try a insert random architectural term.
Buttress. You want to do a buttress?
I mean, like this. I pull out a piece of paper and and hand it to them.
You usually... Is this what you do? You
Yes.
make houses?
Yes. At least that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, that's cool. Are you... What is your rate? I understand that you put value in coins.
Well, it all depends on the project.
it's for a good cause.
I'll tell you what. Once we're dealt with our business today, I will make a note to come back and discuss the building with you. Have a look around, and we'll see. Take it from there.
Christopher, I elbow
What?
you. Go take a look now. I mean, listen, you don't have a lot of jobs on the horizon. I've heard people talking about you. It's not always good. This is a job opportunity.
No, I'm more than happy.
Also-
I'm more than happy, but we have a prior engagement, and
Yes, but this
me having a look at this and figuring out what you need for your building could take some time. I want to make sure it's done properly.
Christopher, who is building the building? Hint, hint. I say that out loud because he's dense. I found that it's necessary.
I'll take a look. I'm sorry.
Did you ask out who is building this big of a building?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Well, we are. It's. I think. Some of the folks have started to refer us as, because of this, as the cathedral Oreads.
Oh.
I don't know. We are just Oreads, though. I mean, they need to categorize everything.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it looks really nice. I like it.
It does. I like what you're doing so far.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have time to come now, you can come later. Did you say?
Yes.
Have a look, and we will talk about what was it? Monetary gains. My name and the Oread is just going down a little bit, so their head is at the same level as you because they are quite big. I'm Tungsten Fold.
I love them. I love all the names of these NPCs. All of them.
And
that is an awesome name.
May the melter be with you.
For a second, I thought you were going to go with "May the forge be with you."
As we walk away, Christopher, congrats. Got your first job. In consulting. Proud of you.
Yeah, it might be my first project. I've done subcontracting. Yeah, where I've done a bit of the building.
I like it. All right. And yeah, continuing along, odds keeping an eye out for any other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember specifically what Elder Corey told us, and I'm keeping an eye out because he said that it was like a dangerous area, and there was going to be a lot of Oreads and undead and factory farms, which totally not freaking out about. It's fine.
Did you share this with us?
No.
I probably wouldn't have told you that he said the area was dangerous because I'm sure he was like overdoing it, but I would have like said like, oh yeah, there's supposed to be like, some like me, some like you, with like Odd.
Yeah, Odd would have indicated that, yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a rougher area, and Odd took all of their medical supplies with them. So
Yeah,
you know.
you did. You specifically went and got it all.
Yeah, and you arrive at Blood Spatter Butchers.
Oh, great news.
I mean, even that name kind of says it all, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. And this is the place where they marked out that the vampires live and work. On the opposite side of the street, there are sort of a gaunt, what appears to be a vampire, and 2 stitches.
I like to imagine that while like Sláine doesn't have like a ton of Stitch friends, but she's made herself somewhat familiar since they're gonna like accept her a little more without question. And like I just imagine there's like a thing where like I think a lot of Stitches kind of hide who they are, so you have to like look closer to see. And I think there's a thing where like, you know, you kind of like casually like lower your hood a bit and then like put it back up, and it's kind of like a signaling among Stitches.
These one don't bother covering up.
Oh.
And they are doing the, you know, the sort of huddling out, you know, leaning, scowling at the shop. And the one of these stitches looks a little bit like they are made up from different body parts.
Oh, fun.
And
that's what we call in the business a patchwork.
Yeah. And the other one is it seems like they have sewn on parts of themselves. I mean, so that they have had lots of small wounds and stuff that they have patched up. And it looks a little bit like they have escaped from morgue or something.
Ugh. Welp. Do they make any move as if we sort of near the butcher shop?
Not as such, but they are watching you now rather than the butcher.
I mean, personally, I'm still unremarkable.
Yeah.
That doesn't help my team, but
Are we stealthy?
I don't know how stealthily we can enter a enter a public store.
I can go say hello. I mean, the vampires don't live here at the butcher. Maybe they're just watching to see if anyone, you know, wants to come talk to the old vampires.
I mean, I can go with you.
Well, if we all stick together and just, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if we approach the butcher shop and they don't stop us, we could just go in, right? Like
What did your directions say?
He didn't give any direction. Well, we're at it. He literally said just to go into the Great Forge, turn left, and there's a butcher shop that we want to go to. And the vampires we're looking to talk to are Talbot and Magdalene. And yeah, didn't he, Nicholas? He made it like, because I think Jonquil asked if they were dangerous, and he was like, no, like they're civilized for
Yeah, they are civilized for vampires. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe they're in there. Maybe that's another group. Go
Chances
in.
are,
See what's there.
Yeah.
Who's there?
Yeah. I say we just go in.
Yeah, and as you push the door open, you hear as it blinks along as it hits a small bell.
Mhm.
Be with you in a minute. And
No worries.
this in the store you can see that it is hanging slabs of meat down, sausages, remarkably little blood. And you can see that there are, if you look into the
Like display
sort of,
windows?
not the display windows, the desk, you can see that they occasionally butcher things right here at the
Front
table,
counter?
on the counter. Yeah, and there are small grooves in it, like that.
Like a
Leads
cleaver?
the blood away. No, the blood.
No, like a sluice.
For draining. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
and
Where all the
this-
blood spatters outside come from?
no, the name of the place is Blood
Oh,
Spatter
okay.
Butchers.
Never mind. Sorry. I thought it was blood spattered butchers.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It's one of them their ironic names.
Ah, clever.
And this small man with a small mustache, black hair, sort of a rounder face, comes in and yes, may I help you? His eyes are slightly sunken in a little bit, so I mean, it's I am Talbot.
Just the man we're looking for. Hello. It is very nice to meet you. You have a lovely establishment.
And he just walks up to you and just pulls down the hood a little bit, and
Dang it.
lifts your head back a little bit, and opens the eyes, and and then
I didn't realize I was coming in for a doctor's appointment.
whoever made you made a lousy work.
Yeah, well, if you ever find them, you tell them that from me too.
it's been sat there since before the stream. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said if you find that person, you tell them that from me too.
Yeah, Magdalene, please come. And the curtain opens as this woman, completely dressed in black, taller, long, dark hair, comes in and looks at you.
Love the aesthetic.
One. Another one?
Yeah, hi. Were you saying, I turned to Talbot and I'm like, are you saying you could have done better?
Yes. You are not aware. Do you know who made you this way?
Nope. Woke up like this.
Whoa, I'm learning so much about you.
Yeah, I don't really talk about it much. So,
Fair.
Yeah, it's, I mean, judging from your teeth and the eyes, I would say you are a failed specimen of vampire.
Really? Well, that's news to me.
I mean, the one who botched the whole thing should have informed you, but
Whoa.
where did you say you woke up?
In the forest?
Whoa. Thanks so
forest.
much.
I mean, clearly, darling, I mean, dumping halfkins in the forest, I mean, what are the community coming to?
Yeah, well, now I want to know that too. That's really interesting information. Thank you. You know, I've learned more than I thought I was going to already. Thank you both very much.
So you're not here to purchase blood then, are you?
No, we wanted to talk to you. I really appreciate your candor already.
Oh, you have friends. I tunnel vision a little bit. It happens.
Quite all right.
Why you are not undead?
Well, I mean,
No.
Christopher is like, you know, as normal as they come, but that's pretty cool.
That's the first time I've ever been called that.
I don't know if it's a compliment or not. But no, not undead. But we're investigating something with her. Figured you could help.
Investigating.
Yeah.
We do not want God business here. We are a legitimate business. We provide a service for our people. We do not need investigating.
We're not.
No.
Not you.
We're not investigating you.
Oh.
We spoke. Well, myself and another friend spoke to Elder Corey, and the problem with humans is their knowledge only goes so far back. So we were hoping to talk to someone who's been around a little longer in town, who might know, you know, sort of how things were a little further back.
Yes, we should probably do this further inland.
That would be great.
Not out here in the store. I mean, people can look in through the windows and read lips and whatnot. So let's go into the inner sanctum.
Yeah, let's do that. This is going. I turn back around. I'm like, this is going really well, you guys.
Yeah.
Although I have to say, I'm a little disappointed to find out I could have been a vampire. The heck! Look how much better they look! And I point to like Talbot and Magdalene. I'm like, look at that! Look at this! And I hold an arm that's like falling apart. I'm like, look.
Well, I mean, depending on how things go, if you become alive, then you could try and, you know, vampire it up again. Willingly this time. Did you want to become a vampire before? No.
That wasn't even within my frame of reference.
Okay. See? There you go. You're learning things. It's a learning process. It'll be okay.
Yeah, for sure. It's great. This is
what?
all. It's all going super well.
Let Sláine lead.
Yeah. Go back into the inner sanctum.
She's excited about it.
Yeah. This is great. It's going real good.
Yeah, and Talbot moves. Also, I mean, he takes smaller steps, you know, sort of, you know, waddles a little bit because he's a little bit bigger. And Magdalene sort of, when she walks, it's more like she floats.
That's cool.
And they lead you through the house, right beyond the store. It's sort of a cold storage unit.
Ooh. Nice.
And you can, especially, Christopher, you notice that this is, you know, cooled down by magics. You can see runes in the walls. And then they open a door, and on the other side, it's, you know, a normal home. I mean, if you are, you know, you were, you know, the Addams family, it would be a normal home.
Oh, that's awesome. This place is great.
And can we get you something to drink?
I'm good, thanks.
Eat?
How much would some blood cost? I have to say, it's something I haven't done before, and since that's kind of your specialty, I'm kind of curious.
I love it. Do you
Well,
have tea? Odd will ask. Odd likes tea.
well, yes, we have tea. What kind of blood are you interested in? Are you, interested in more
What do you suggest for a first timer?
for a first timer? Perhaps. What was your name?
Oh, I'm really sorry about that. That was really rude. I'm Sláine, but Sláine no more.
How
But-
amusing.
Thanks.
Sláine, for a beginner, I would suggest perhaps something smooth, not too chunky.
Mm.
So we have perhaps a small glass of rabbit blood.
Oh, sounds appealing.
Yes, my darling. I will go fetch it, and he will just walk away. And tea and rabbit blood. And are you sure you don't want anything? We have biscuits, toast.
I'm fine.
Okay.
How's
Weird.
Christopher doing over there? Slightly shell-shocked.
The only reaction that he would have given was the when the term of "not so chunky" came up.
Okay.
Yeah. So, while my dear husband is gone fetching your drinks, perhaps we can start. You had some questions, I suppose, since you were investigating.
Yes, it's mostly to do with going back to, I believe he was called Edric. Yes.
Foul human.
Yes. Our investigations have led us to believe that someone has stolen his writings and is trying to attempt a ritual that he was going to try and do before he got beheaded.
That sounds genius and quite unsanitary.
So, as you can see, we wanted to talk to somebody that knew something more of Edric and what happened then, so that we can bring that information to today.
Yes, I suppose that is coming through. And he has Talbot has a plate, and he puts down a teacup next to Odd, and a small coffee cup next to Sláine. With
like espresso sized, like a little.
a normal
coffee
small
cup.
coffee
Okay.
cup. And you also have, both of you have plates. It's very clean, and when you look down it, you can see the blood on the bottom, but it's not a drop spilled up on top of the walls or anything. It's
This looks lovely. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink that blood. Yum 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 yum.
yeah.
I'm gonna sip it politely. This is a polite place. These are nice people. I will sip my blood genteelly. As you do.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna drink my tea slowly. Go. Hanging back.
Yeah.
Letting those two ask
Well,
questions.
Edric, he was smelly even for a human, and I mean on the inside. I think he was beheaded, wasn't he, dear? Yes, beheaded. Someone stole his head, though.
Yeah, we believe that they might be trying to use his head as a focus.
Oh, that's even nastier business. So, if they're trying to use his head as a focus, what is this ritual supposed to do? How is it powered?
It's supposed to bring something back.
Or multiple.
Or multiple.
That requires quite a lot of power to do something like that.
Yes, they've been amassing the power for some time, and we believe they probably have it.
Or pretty close.
Oh,
Yeah.
the lightning storm.
Yes.
I told you it was just like,
It was the
evening.
It was the lightning storms that led us to Edric, because it was his magics that did that the last time round.
Yeah, I believe the head originally was kept in a ghastly display for a while in the castle. They removed it though because after a while people don't want to see a head in a display case. But it was probably hidden away somewhere in the castle. But the body, what? I remember we were asking if we could, buy into it. After he's beheaded, we buy the blood.
Waste not, want not.
Yeah, but no, they wanted to burn it all. It was all that blood wasted. I mean,
shame.
Yeah, especially since it's quite hard to get human blood on the open market.
Mm.
We could have charged so much for it. But yeah, he was a terrible human being, and people should not try to bring him back, I hope.
Well, that's the thing. He could be the target. Could be a good reason for getting hold of his head.
Possibly.
We're missing holes in our knowledge, but the more we can learn about the ritual, what happened then, what he managed to do, what he was stopped from doing, etc.
Unfortunately, we are not so much magicians ourselves. We dabble a little bit because, well, we are vampires. I mean, we have a reputation to uphold.
Oh, lovely runes.
Thank you. We have been thinking about getting replacing the windows. Have some sort of a mosaic thing. Hopefully, even blood-colored ones because it looks nice. But do you know any of the other people involved? Is it?
Well, the only people that we know are involved to at least.
It's not Augur, is it? It's not Augur.
Who's Olga?
Augur is a.
Can you put that into the chat, please?
Yeah.
You already were.
He's a dabbler in the mystic arts. He is he is also what I would call a mean son of a bitch. Darling, not that language. I'm sorry, but he makes me so mad. I mean,
Does he have castle connections?
sometimes he tends to work there. He's a sort of a wandering mystic. I think is shtick. He walks around talking about the mystic arts and playing up his abilities and please people for money, and most of the times he he buys things from Lech, and then he modifies the things so that they look a little bit more upscale.
Do we know that name?
I'm not sure.
Looking through my notes.
But I'm gonna say
Sounded familiar, but maybe I'm just.
Would Odd know?
if you have Scarrowshire knowledge,
I do. Yes.
then I will.
Ooh, I have
I do.
Scarrowshire too. Why do we all have the
Yes.
same thing? Why?
A lot of
Because
us
you
do.
picked that one.
We need
Yeah.
we need to spread ourselves out. We're all fired.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay.
And I'm gonna see the NPC creation.
If you set up a difficulty, can we all roll it? Is that how it works in this game?
Yeah. I'm setting up the knowledge right now.
Yeah, I was just curious from like with the way that this game works.
Yeah, and it should be up now.
Okay. Pretty good.
So the rest of you.
Hey.
I mean, mine
Got an
isn't great.
advantage.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well.
Successes and some threats. Okay.
Yeah.
Collectively, quite good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Odd. You know that Lech has a store
Hmm.
called Lechian Oddities.
Oh, it would have been so good if it was Lech are us.
And it's a store in the old district. I think you can see it on the map, location B.
Oh, maybe that's why it sounded familiar then.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
maybe.
that'll be it.
Yeah. And both Sláine and Christopher, you have probably been in there.
Mm-hmm.
Lech is no one really know what he is,
Ooh, that's fun.
but he sells a lot of shit and interesting things. Basically, it's one of those outfits that he or someone he knows probably breaks into buildings that are abandoned and then sells whatever he can find in there. So it's a sort of a scavenger lost and found.
Interesting.
And Christopher, you also know that you have been in there probably asking a little bit too many questions because he doesn't like you.
Most people don't.
Fair.
And I'm thinking we should probably stop there because I think we're running up of time.
Okay.
We've still got a bit of time, but we're going to start moving into bits where we're really going to need all four of us, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like it. This feels good.
And also, I'm a little bit uncertain about the times now because we are,
Mhm.
on.
We technically have 25 minutes, but
Yeah.
I just want to know more about Talbot and Magdalene because they're my new favorite people.
Yes. Yeah. I want Jonquil to meet them so that she can ask dating advice.
Yeah,
for vampires.
yeah. I want
Like-
Jonquil to be.
Oh my god,
Yes.
that's
Yeah, well,
such a great idea. I didn't even think of that.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god,
That's
that's
the first thing I thought of.
We need to.
Or
we
we'll
need
say
to.
Because that's
we should
not
say
my
that
thing.
we left word for Jonquil as to where we were going. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we like stop here, leave word for Jonquil, and then
Yes,
like maybe
yes.
if she can be here next time, like we'll hear like
Yeah.
ding 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 in the
Yeah,
front.
exactly. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So then, if that's cool, if that's our good stopping point, then let's go around and say bye and where people can find you and what you want them to know about you. Secrets? I don't know.
Yeah.
Favorite, or do you want to do favorite parts of the episode?
Yeah. I'm Nicholas. You can find me Nyvinter. I will be playing Tales from the Loop here on Sunday. And I will not be here next Saturday for Spire because I will be social.
Well, that's good. That part's good. I guess
Why?
we'll forgive you.
Yeah, and my favorite part is so hard. Probably. I'm gonna say all of odds talking to themselves. That's almost-
Yeah, they tend to ramble. It's a train of consciousness sort of conversation.
Yeah, they are so much fun.
Pretty great. Okay, let's go around to Mole.
Yeah, I'm Mole. You find me on Twitter and Molthula and all that sort of stuff. I don't have anything to plug per se, but I will say that I am going to be spending NaNoWriMo to write a module for D&D.
Nice.
Ooh.
Probably D&D. But yes, I'd say my favourite bit, I know it was me and everything, but was this.
The bucket.
Just the whole resisting.
Refuse to participate.
Can you vandalize something yet?
Oh, and of course, this has to have been a highlight as well.
Oh, dang it, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say when Mole's pop sizzled over.
Well,
Thank
yeah, and also Jess's reaction to the,
The
fawn existence.
it was beautiful.
I didn't hear what you said, and then you typed in the chat, and I was like, Sláine didn't react. That was entirely Jess.
I mean, that was the most. It was Oscar worthy. How convincing you were that you weren't interested.
I don't care about what you just said. Mara?
Hi, I'm Mara. I'm at YarnQuester on Twitter. And my favorite thing was the blood tasting. Like, what do you have? What would you recommend for like a beginner? Because I mean, I'm here and I've never tried it before. It was beautiful.
Might as well, right? Especially finding out that you were almost a vampire.
Yes! Oh, we learned so much about your character.
Oh my god, I'm so glad we came here. I'm so I was so confused when he like started like analyzing me. I was like, what was happening? That was great.
I loved it.
I'm really happy we got to do that. And yeah, I'm Jess. This is my channel. Thanks for being here. You can find me here at go_JG. You can find all these videos afterwards on YouTube, and I put all the information below where you can find everyone and all their cool stuff, so definitely do that. You can check out my Patreon. You can check out my itch.io page where I post games sometimes that I make. And we're still doing a whole bunch of games and streams for Extra Life, as Nicholas is just saying. So yeah, I was gonna say Nicholas and Mara.
I forgot that one. I am also going to be in the Tales from the Loop game with Nicholas.
Yay!
Both you players. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm excited to see all you go. So here in like less than an hour, we are gonna have a game of Heart, which is by Grant Howitt and Christopher Taylor, I believe, who made Spire, and then Heart is in the same universe, but even darker and grittier, if you can believe. So that's coming up shortly. We also have a much cuter. I love that we've had like a spooky game and then a cute game every time. So we have Heart tonight, which is very dark and spooky, and then tomorrow we have some Mouse Guard, which is very, very cute and exciting, and I still need to play at some point. I'm really excited. And then on Sunday, as all these cool people just said, there's a Tales from the Loop game, but a spooky Halloween edition. So check all that stuff out, as well as our Extra Life. I just put the command in chat, and I'll probably put that command for all the Halloween time games in the VODs as well. So thanks everyone for playing today. Thanks everyone who hung out, and hopefully we'll see you all later. Have a good night. Bye.